Are you ready to take your organization to the next level and become a game changer in your industry? Then look no further. Welcome to Yeukai Business Show, where we bring you the world's top business thought leaders to share their secrets to success, from leadership development to finance, marketing, self-development, human resource management, and much, much more. Our guests reveal the strategies, tactics, and mindsets that have made them so successful. So let's dive in and learn from the best in the business. Hello and welcome back to another great episode. With me for the first time, all the way from Bulgaria, one of the countries that I'm yet to visit, is a gentleman by the name Bogomil Stoev. Bogomil, thank you so much for joining me here for the first time.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
We were talking earlier on before we jump on the conversation about your experience on LinkedIn, how it moved from not seeing results to actually seeing results and also helping other people seeing results. And I'm fascinated about how you've done that. But before we share what you have done, I want to let everybody know that you have over 15 years of experience in entrepreneurship and marketing. And you are also the co-founder of the latest company that is capitalizing on the latest trend of artificial intelligence called the Commentor AI. And you're leading a lot of professionals on LinkedIn getting results. And on top of that, you're a best-selling author for a book about digital marketing. What a tall order. You've done quite a bit of things there. So we're glad you are here to join us and share your experience and your expertise with everybody here. Now, talk to me about what led you to focus all your attention on LinkedIn as your main means to get clients in your business.
Yeah, that's a great question. Like you have mentioned, I'm a marketer for more than 15 years, and I have seen all types of marketing strategies, tactics and everything. But honestly, I haven't put much effort on LinkedIn. For me, it was like to put some content here and there, make my profile look good, and then use some automation tools to make it work for me. But I was far from the truth, actually. LinkedIn is much more than that. I have discovered that LinkedIn is the biggest sea of opportunities of all kinds. But in order to start seeing that, of course, you need to start putting the efforts needed. And I discovered this, like I mentioned in our conversation before the recording, by an incident while I was scrolling on LinkedIn, and some big guys have been talking that actually, if you want to achieve some good results on LinkedIn, you should start commenting. And I haven't even thought about commenting on LinkedIn, honestly. Like, I have been thinking that, like I mentioned, optimizing profile and posting content here and there is more than enough. But these guys helped me to realize that in order to achieve something, especially when you're starting, you need to start engaging more on LinkedIn. And this is how my journey started in the beginning of this year. And now I have spent thousands of hours actually researching how you can get the most out of LinkedIn with your comments.
Yes. Well, it makes perfect sense if you want other people to check your website, that you comment on the conversation that is, because people want to engage with you. It makes perfect sense. And you have figured out a way to speed that process and get maximum attention to what it is that you're trying to do. Now, I'm sure you've helped a lot of people as of now. Would you share maybe one of the success stories of the people that you have worked with?
Yeah, absolutely. So me and my partner, we have found a way to actually speed up the process, like you just said, with the help of AI. The idea is that the tool helps you in a way that it gives you the starting point, of a great, valuable comment, but then it's up to you to make it sound more like you and make it more effective. So what we see in most of the cases is that our clients achieve much better results. And when I say much better results, I mean generating more leads in less time and spending less time on commenting, but getting more results. And this is the most common effect that we see. And we have put some of our case studies actually on the website for the people interested. But these are the two main things that are happening when people actually find out what's the best way to use the tool.
Yes. Talking of the tool, would you name the tool that you're using and its unique value proposition?
Yeah, absolutely. Its name is Commentor AI, and it's actually more than a tool. It's a combination of specializing in commenting AI with human support from myself based on my experience in commenting. So we are trying to get the most out of both worlds, like AI and the human power, the human knowledge, which for now, actually, AI doesn't have because it's not specializing in commenting. So it needs also the human touch in order to make it work as effective as possible.
That's awesome. So looking on the market, there's so many tools there that have emerged, especially since AI came on the scene. What differentiate this particular tool which you've created recently from everything that is on the market?
Like I mentioned, the main thing is that it is specializing in commenting. So we have made it in a way that it incorporates all the principles of effective commenting that I have been able to find through all these thousands of hours on researching and making comments on LinkedIn. And then this is just the AI part. The second differentiator is actually that I'm there for people to help them to get the most out of their comments. And if you think about that, this is something that nobody can do. Like nobody can have me and my knowledge about commenting, because in the current reality that we live in, with the help of AI, we can copy and paste all the features that our competitor is having in less than a week. If it is something more complicated, it may take 2 weeks or even 3 weeks or something like that. And then I'll have the same feature as you. And then like we are going to compete on the price. But if you don't want to compete with other tools, then the best way from my perspective is to include the human side, the personal brand, because no one can replicate this no matter what AI he or she has. And this won't be replicatable even in the far future.
Yes. Yeah. That's incredible. Let's help people that understand how to create an impactful comment. Maybe we can use a classical example. Like me, I want people to appear on my business show and I see a conversation. How do I create an impactful comment?
We need to step back a little bit before we do this impactful comment. The thing about impactful comment is that it consists of two things.
Right.
One is the comment, the thing that people focus on. And second, which is actually the thing that most people miss, and the most important thing is the strategy. Right. So in order for one comment to be effective, it needs to be on the right place and on the right time, and then to have the right quality. These three things are needed in order for one comment to work. Most people focus on the copywriting of the comment, but if you are the best copywriter in the world, and in this case, you're searching for people to join your show as guests, right? This is what we're talking about.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so let's say that you are the best copywriter and the best commenter in the world, and you go and write a comment under the post of someone who is in the, let's say, engineering. He is an employer in one engineering company, and you write the best comment in the world. And this guy, for example, engages with it because it's the best comment in the world. But what's the result of that? Like, this guy is not your target audience. You don't want this guy to be on your show. So you have wasted your time to write this great comment. That's why the first thing that you need to take care is to find the best strategy in order to make your comments impactful. Otherwise, your copywriting skills are going directly to the water, and you are not doing anything except becoming better copywriter.
That's interesting. So what is the best time? You mentioned about the right place and the right time. Maybe we could start by right place. What do you mean by that?
I mentioned it a little bit. So the right place is actually your target audience from one side. But as a whole, there is a strategy that I believe works in every business, with probably small nuances here and there. But the strategy is simple. You need to find different types of people that you're going to engage consistently with in order to achieve your results, because it's a rare case, one comment to get the best results from the first time, because it needs time for people to notice you and to start trusting your expertise. Even if you write the best comment in the world, the first comment is probably not going to be noticed because you're something new. So, like I mentioned, there are a few types of people that you should focus on. The first one, of course, is your target audience. The second type of people that you should focus on, the influencers or top leaders in your niche. The third one are your competitors. Of course, you should always be kind with your competitors. Please always keep this in mind. And fourth is the group of people that I call others. But these others are the people that can get you in contact with the first two groups, the target audience or the top influencers, or they can get you in an amazing podcast show like your current podcast show. So these people, that they are not your target audience, they are not influencers, but they are the connections that you need in order to get important people from the first two groups.
Right.
And then you need to make a list with these people, like I mentioned, and then to make sure that you engage with these people daily, if there is an opportunity for that, of course, because not all people post consistently on LinkedIn. But if they don't post, check if they have commented somewhere. So if they have commented somewhere, try to engage with their comments. This is also very important tip and hack that most people don't do. When they see that the person is not posting, they move to the second one, but you're missing a big opportunity, the engagement of this person. And then to answer your question, when is the best time? The best time is as soon as this person posts. This is the best time. The first, let's say, 2 minutes after posting are the best time. That's why for this strategy to give you the best results, you need to find the posting time of all these people in your list. Otherwise, you will have to guess when they're posting, and you'll have to remember when they're posting, which of course is a total nightmare. But with a simple list, you can put all these details on one place and check it out every day and engage strategically and in a more effective way. And we have actually just added this feature on Commentor AI, where you can add all these people in one place, choose what type of them, what type of person this person is, what is the posting time, if you have any notes. And actually, because of our partnership with the Chrome extension, you are also going to get notification when the time comes for a posting for each of these people.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. That it sounds like cheating, because you are getting ahead of everybody, because you. I like that. It's smart. When you use artificial intelligence like that, does it affect your position on LinkedIn, or do you get red flags? Or, are you flagged by LinkedIn?
No, you don't get flagged, or I haven't been flagged, and I haven't received any complaints from our clients about being flagged. My co-founder and customer support, they haven't also told me about that. And the reason is that you are actually not connecting your account with the tool.
Right.
So because of that, there is no obvious way for LinkedIn that you are using something like that. And in the end of the day, you are actually not automating your commenting. You are assisting your commenting. Yes, because it gives you suggestion for a comment which is effective and valuable, but then you need to make some changes before you post it if you want to represent your brand in the best possible way, because no AI can get direct access to your brain, to your memories, to your experiences, to your full knowledge. Even if it connects with your LinkedIn, for example, or if with your website, it won't have access to the most valuable things which are inside your brain. And sometimes you need to see a specific text, a specific sentence, a specific word in order to unlock it and then being able to share it to the world. And that's why no AI can do this instead of you. And that's why I don't believe that automating commenting is actually good for your personal brand. But assisted commenting is the best thing that you can do if you want to save time and fast track your business goals on LinkedIn.
I would like to say this too, because it sounds great for our service of what we are going to do. Let's talk very briefly here about, the LinkedIn algorithm, so to speak. How does it work?
As a whole, the LinkedIn algorithm, like all of other social media algorithms, are a little bit of mystery. Nobody knows how they work completely. Even the employees in each of these social medias, they don't know too. But what we know is that LinkedIn likes when you are engaging.
Right.
That's why it actually awards you with more impressions when you engage before posting and if you continue engaging after posting. There is, let's say, a rumor, because we can't fully prove it, that if you start engaging at least 15 or better 30 minutes before you post and continue doing that 30 minutes after you post, then you get the most out of the LinkedIn algorithm. And if you continue engaging every hour after you have posted for at least 15 minutes, so let's say you post at 3 p.m., then if you engage again on 4 p.m., you give another boost to your post. If you engage again in 5 p.m., you give another boost to your post.
Wow.
So engagement is very important. And also something very recent that I suppose most people don't know is that you can use also in your advantage the opportunity to comment under your posts to actually boost even more your impressions. It's good to do it like from time to time, not to immediately post some comments. And actually it's good to not do more than, I think, 3 or 4 comments under your posts. I mean, comments that are not replies to someone else's comment, but like as a separate comment, like the same way you are commenting on someone else's post. And this also boosts your own content. So as a whole, as you can hear, engaging is very, very important for LinkedIn in order to give you the most that they can offer you. And one thing that I want to mention is that after the recent changes of LinkedIn, most of the accounts are getting a lot less impressions. And when I say a lot less, I mean more than 60% less impressions than before. And this can be very, very dangerous for some businesses which rely heavily on LinkedIn. But the solution is simple again. You need to be strategic commenter.
Yes.
In that case, you shouldn't be worried about any algorithm changes, because in the end of the day, your goal is not like hundreds of thousands or million impressions or hundreds or thousands of engagements. Your goal is to make more sales, and nobody can stop you, even the LinkedIn algorithm, if you are strategic in your LinkedIn usage.
Incredible. I love how you've explained that. Now, are there any common misconceptions about this algorithm that you often come across, and how can they be addressed?
Yeah, so there is one very common misconception, and I think it has turned out to be some sort of a myth, that if you post more than once per day, you are going to get more impressions.
Right.
And this is not true. The reality is that there is one guy on LinkedIn that posts updates about the findings that he has about the LinkedIn algorithm. And in one of his last updates, he mentioned that actually it may seem that posting even every day is not the best for you, because the algorithm somehow pushes your posts more on the second day, and also continues to push it on the third day. But when you post on the second day, like after 24 hours, then you somehow affect this process. But I wouldn't advise people to stop posting every 24 hours because of that. But if they are posting right now 3 times per week, they shouldn't be that motivated, let's say, to post 5 days per week or seven times per week. But it's better to become better in their posts quality, and make their current 3 posts more engaging, more interesting, more resonating with their audience. But as a whole, if people are wondering like how many times I should post per day, in that case, the answer is simple: only once. And then if you want to post again, wait 24 hours. And also, when you're starting, it's good to stay on the same time of posting, which means post on the same time every day. This way, your people, your community will learn when you are posting, so they will be there for you to comment when you post. Because the other thing that pushes your content is when people come immediately after you post to engage with your post. This shows to LinkedIn that people care about your content, and this is when LinkedIn starts pushes your content and shows it to other group of people.
Amazing. This is a pure gold, what you're sharing with everybody. I truly appreciate what you're doing right there. One quick question before we begin to talk about balancing personal information and professional boundary, on how to do that. What is the best way, having done this for a long time, for somebody who is new to posting on LinkedIn?
If someone is just starting out on LinkedIn and doesn't have a way of following, or it's not popular star or something like that, the best is actually to not post. It may sound contradictory, but that's the reality. Because when you post, your post, first of all, will take a lot of time to prepare it, because you are not used to posting on LinkedIn. So you'll need some time to find out what are the recommendations for posting on LinkedIn, how to structure your post, how to format your post, and things like that, which will take a lot of time. And also, let's say that you figure this out, then when you post and you have as followers your family and some friends here and there, I'm sure that you can realize that there will be not many people that are going to see your post. It will be mainly your people. So
Yes.
what's the result of that? Nothing. Your people will just see you again and be proud of you, which of course won't buy any food for you. Because of that, it's better to use the time to start commenting as heavy as possible.
Right.
And the best, of course, is to be on LinkedIn at least 1-2 hours when you're beginning and to spend all this time commenting. But before you start commenting, one very important thing to mention, in order to get the most out of your commenting, make sure to optimize your profile, because with your commenting, even if it is not the best in the world, you will still attract some people to your profile. And when they see nothing or bad profile with a picture here and there, some text here and there, some experiences here and there, but nothing completed or not optimized at all. And when they visit your profile and they can't realize what you're selling, what's your main goal on LinkedIn, they will leave and probably they won't check your profile anymore. So you have one opportunity to grab their attention. So don't waste your time on commenting. Don't waste time in something before you optimize your profile. Otherwise, you'll become a great commenter, but you'll lose most of your opportunities because people won't be able to realize what you're doing on LinkedIn in the end of the day. That's why optimize your profile and then be a heavy commenter. And the great thing about commenting is that you'll just not become great in copywriting. You'll also become fast thinker, which is very important. And third, you are going to learn more about your target audience than even if you post hundreds or thousands of posts, because with commenting, you can start talking with them. You are going to see the language that they use. You're going to see the words that they use. You're going to see the questions that they ask, the pains that they have. And then when you have all this information, which is hard to find in internet, then your posts will become even more effective when you write them. That's why commenting gives you even more than just additional exposure and additional community that will support you when you start posting content.
This is all great stuff. Truly, it's wonderful. If you are a busy business owner, you're driving business, how do you get to have extra 2 hours to sit in front of LinkedIn computer and commenting on that? How do you manage that? I'm speaking for myself. While listening, this is great information and I can see how it all works together. But looking at what I have going right now to carve out an additional 2 hours per day to be on LinkedIn, it just seems like
impossible,
an
right?
impossible task.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm just saying like 2 hours for someone who really wants to speed up the process. You don't have to do that. You can start with 15 minutes. If you spend them strategically and in effective way, then it's good enough. Like, you are not looking to become a superstar on LinkedIn, I suppose. But some people want to become influencers on LinkedIn. Then these are the people who should start with 2 hours from the first day. But if you want to use LinkedIn to achieve your business goals, then you can start with 15 minutes of commenting. But first, of course, like I mentioned, you need to optimize your profile, spend a little bit of time finding these people that you're going to put in this table, and then based on this table, see when these most important for you people are posting, and spend these 15 minutes on this time when they're going to post, because this way you are going to be most efficient with your time, and this will move you closer to your goals without taking a lot of your time. And over time, you will see that in these 15 minutes, you can do a lot more comments. You are going to achieve a lot more results, and you will start increasing the time when you start seeing the results coming.
Awesome. Do you help people with optimizing their profiles? Is that something that your services do?
No, I don't do that. I am helping people to get the most out of their comments in our community. But look, this is a community that I'm trying to build with my co-founder, of course, to really help people to achieve the most. So if there is someone who wants me to take a look at his or her profile, I wouldn't decline something like that, but it should be open for everyone inside the community. I wouldn't do it in private, because I want everyone to win, and because I truly believe that there is space for everyone under the sun.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Because of our time, we are going to wrap up very shortly. However, before we do that, for those who wants to access the tool, which I am going to check out myself, because I love what I'm hearing and the possibility that this is going to bring, where can people either find the tool or connect with you?
Yeah, so the tool is very easy to be found. It's on the website, which is Commentor AI, Commentor with double M. And if they want to reach out to me, if they have any questions or need help to get the most out of the tool, they can find me. I'm Bogomil Stoev, BOGOMIL on LinkedIn. And they can send me a connection request, and just as a note that you are a listener of the great YBS show, and I'll make sure to accept your connection request.
Incredible. I will be doing exactly the same thing, especially on the tool itself. Balancing personal and professional branding is often a challenge for CEOs. How can they maintain this balance and perhaps foster that transparency, which is going to get people to want to do business with them?
So I think that in the current era that we are living, there shouldn't be a pure distinction between a brand and personal brand. It should be very much related, because especially with the AI being everywhere, people are searching more and more the human in everything. So they want to connect with the human. And that's why a business owner, a CEO, should work more on his personal brand than on his brand as a corporation or something like that. Because if people connect or resonate with him or her, then they will most probably trust the product or the service that this person is selling.
Absolutely. Well, my friend, you have over-delivered here on the show, and truly grateful that you came to help our listeners here today. Thank you for that, Bogomil.
It was my pleasure. You are an amazing host. Thank you very much for your questions.
That's awesome. One final question before we leave. Everybody is talking about, the downturn. The economy is not going so well. Some businesses are not even doing so well. What is it that you're doing which keeps your business growing and keeps you inspired, overcoming challenges that are coming your way? Would you share maybe what is working for you today?
I'm sure that what I'm going to say will surprise many people, but I'm just doing more commenting.
I love that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to stay ahead of the pack, go ahead and comment a lot on LinkedIn. You get more business, you create more connections, and who knows, you're going to help more people do what they want to do. You will become that catalyst and help their problems, should you want to do that. Well, we want to thank you for joining us here once again and learning from some of the great minds out there and today about LinkedIn. And I hope you've taken some time, taken some notes like I was doing during our conversation here on what I am going to try out. And most importantly, go to this website if you can. We're going to put it below this link here so that you will know where to find it. But if you are listening, you just want to go to Commentor.ai, Commentor with two M's there, so it's Commentor.ai. You'll be able to go to that website. It's actually a very good website. I checked it out before we jump on the call, and so many great information. And you have an opportunity there to put in your email to receive regular correspondence there from the team. So I want to encourage you to go and do that even today. Like we always say, never leave a place of discovering something new, something that resonates with you, without scheduling when you're going to test it out or apply it. Because if it's not scheduled in your diary or in what you're going to do, it is not going to happen. I speak for myself. So I have a schedule, and I want to encourage you to do exactly the same thing. Again, my friend, thanks for being here on the show.
Thank you very much again for having me.
Indeed. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, live well, live with passion. Know that the best is truly yet to come. Goodbye for now. Thank you for tuning in to Yeukai Business Show. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode and have gained valuable insight and inspiration from our amazing guest. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review to help us spread the word. Also, be sure to check out our Leadership Ultimate Success Mastermind program, which is designed to help you and leaders in our community to do great things and support each other along their leadership journey. Until next time, live well, live with passion, know that the best is truly yet to come.